Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today's video was so fun to film because we talk a lot and we also do this makeup look. So this is like a gold glam smoky cat eye using a ton of my current favorite makeup products and just makeup products that I've always loved. And then also we talk a lot. I decided today I wanted to talk about just like influencer world and like YouTubers and bloggers, and I'm kind of just like defending a lot of people and just giving my input on like internet trolls and all that stuff, because I've just seen so many mean comments on people's things. So we're just going to talk about all kinds of stuff, not just that. And then also there is a giveaway, but I do advise you watching this video because it helps me out, and also we create this really pretty makeup look. So here's more of a close-up. I went for like the longest time without wanting to film makeup videos, but I'm finally back into it, feeling like inspired and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this look. We're gonna go ahead and get right on into it, and I hope y'all enjoy. Okay, I just have to start this video by saying buying these little $2 bins from Target was one of the best decisions I've ever made, because now when I film I can just carry these from my makeup drawers and everything is all in their bins and organized already. So if you haven't checked those out, if you didn't watch like my organized makeup video that I filmed a couple weeks ago, go check that out, or at least go to Target, get the little organizers. They're life-changing. The primer that I'm going to start with today, again, like we're just using like my current like favorite makeup products, and we're going to talk a whole bunch in this video about so many different things. And I'm going to start with the Smashbox Oil and Shine Primer. This has just been my go-to because if you know my makeup, oh, that like came out a lot. My skin has been weird with makeup lately and it has not wanted to cooperate. So I have found that this one has been really good because my skin's been really oily in a weird way, but like kind of dry too. I don't know, it's weird. And the foundation I'm going to use today is like one of my favorites ever, the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation from Too Faced. It's just super good because it's kind of like a, I don't want to say velvety finish, but it's not like super matte or super dewy. It's just like that perfect in between. And I'm going to use this beauty sponge from, whatchamacallit, Morphe. There's like so much I want to talk about today, and a lot of it has to do with like blogging and being a YouTuber and content creation and all that stuff, because I feel like a lot of people, and this isn't like targeted towards anyone, this is more towards like I'm seeing other people that are full-time bloggers or full-time YouTubers and then seeing their comment section and people are just being so mean. So I feel like from a small content creator, I can actually speak on some of these things, because I think people just don't understand how much work actually goes into filming, and money and time that goes into stuff. And that's why a lot of my videos aren't super edited, super fancy, you know, I don't have a super crazy cool aesthetic like a lot of people, because I don't have the time, because it really does take so much time. And I don't mean to sound like I'm on a rant, but I just see some people that have literally built a career out of blogging or making videos, whatever, and people actually act like they're not doing anything. And it's just like, do you not understand like how much work goes into what they're doing? I'm glad I used that primer, by the way, because it's making it a little bit more on the matte side. And you guys know I've had super bad like breakouts or like breakups of makeup, like in this section especially. And you can see this foundation, it's super like medium to full coverage, but it's not like heavy at all, and that's why I really like it. So you guys know I've been doing YouTube for literally almost 3 years now, which is crazy to say that. This is like way too much foundation, I think. I've had very slow growth, but it's been always increasing. Like I've never had like a super bad plateau or anything, and it's just been slow growth, and I'm okay with that, because one of my biggest fears is like honestly like blowing up overnight and then having these mean people come and attack you for whatever reason, because I've seen that happen to people like on TikTok. And that's why I'll never make a TikTok, is because people are so mean on that app, and it's like I don't have, you know, the confidence to deal with that. But I'm not even talking about me. A lot of the times it is like the shorter videos that take the most work too. So like my Christmas guide video took me like 4 hours probably to edit, and it wasn't even super fancy or anything. It's just the combination of filming the video, prepping for the video, like making the list of everything you want to include, getting that all in like the living room in one spot so you can have it ready to go, setting up the lights and the camera, and also putting everything up at the end, and then actually editing the video is what takes a long time. But the real tricky thing is getting the links to everything that you've talked about and making sure it's the right one. And I know people are like, well, it's like commissionable or whatever. Well, a lot of mine aren't commissionable because I'm not, you know, big enough. I do want to say thank you to everyone that has used my Like to Know It links or gone to my Like to Know It account and actually have purchased things, because for the first time I've really, now that I've actually started posting on there, I have seen such an increase in like sales. And then also with my YouTube links, sometimes those will be commissionable links, and you have no idea how thankful I am that people even want to use my links to things. But I have been seeing so many people use them lately, and I'm just shocked. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte concealer, and that's why I didn't put a whole lot of foundation around here. I really need to get like color correcting concealer, because you can see I have kind of like gray blue going on under here. That's just something I've never really done because I feel like I can cover it pretty well with this. Okay, getting back to my little soapbox that I've been on. I don't really get hate comments, but you might be surprised to find out that I actually do sometimes, and they're normally by like random men on the internet. Like on YouTube and obviously on the internet. Like a lot of the time they don't make any sense, and so I just delete them. Like a lot of people will comment either on my appearance or thinking that like I'm spoiled or something. Like back to the hate comments. I don't get that many hate comments, but people literally get the meanest hate comments, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and like some bloggers will post either like the DMs or the comments that they get, and it's just like, why do you even feel the need to say these things? And surprisingly, I actually do get some hate comment, and it's just, it's hurtful, but then at the same time, I'm like, this isn't even a real person, or maybe it is like somebody that I know that made like a burner account. I don't know. Like, if you don't have nice things to say, why would you say that to some random person on the internet? It's kind of weird, you know? People that comment these mean things are going through something a lot deeper than we'll ever know, but it's just, it's weird, you know? So if you get the urge to say something mean, just try not doing that. Okay, I just did my brows. I did them a little too big, I feel like, but it'll all come together once everything else is done. And I'm using my Benefit brow pencil, which is pretty much what I always use. I just tried to use that. Now I want to go ahead and bronze up my face and like do a little light contour. I'm gonna kind of show y'all like how I don't really use as much makeup as you may think. Like a lot of times people use like the cream contour, then the baking, and then the bronzing on top, and it's just a lot. But I like to just go in with this Hoola bronzer by Benefit. You can see, very loved. I've had this for years. This probably is my favorite besides the Kylie Cosmetics in Tequila Tan, just because it's a little bit lighter. And so I like to kind of combine both of those sometimes. And one of my favorite brushes is actually from like TJ Maxx. I got this for Christmas, I think, last year, just because it has like a little bit of an angle to it. I just kind of, I look very pale and flat right now, and it looks like I'm putting on a lot of product. But once it's all like blended out with like the blush and the highlight and everything, it'll all come together. Just go around my forehead. But I'm also kind of showing you like how I do my makeup anytime I pretty much get ready. And then I'm going to take this big Morphe brush. This came in like an eyeshadow brush pack. And then I'm just going to take this on both sides of my nose. I don't do anything like too heavy. You know, like I feel like some people like go crazy because I already have like a pretty small nose. I just do it so my nose doesn't look like a flat white egg on my face. Also, I'm using this like Impressions Vanity mirror. I'm not going to show you because you'll see like yourself. But this is from my FabFitFun box, and it's so bright. And the mirror is like so sharp. So I'm seeing like every flaw in my face right now because it's like so close to me. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my blush, and today we're doing like a gold eye, but I want it to kind of just be like an over-the-top look, like very holiday, very pinky and gold and just bright. So I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite blushes. It's Kylie Cosmetics Rosy. It's so pigmented and so pink. So like a little bit does go a long way. I also have really been loving the Rare Beauty Happy liquid blush, but I just didn't feel like doing it on top of this makeup today. But you can see I just kind of sweep it around up into like my temple area, and I kind of go a little bit over that bronzer. Keep me from looking like a clown. I like to kind of go back around it and just make sure it's kind of blended around the edges and not super like harsh, you know. Another thing that I have just been loving lately is this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in Fair. It just kind of like basically makes your skin look flawless, kind of. Take that with like a big fluffy brush, and a lot of product does come up with it, and then I'll just gently kind of glaze it over my whole face. And I am going to do another like setting of the under eyes to kind of set that concealer, because I can see it will start creasing. I probably should have done that before, but it kind of just makes your skin feel like a little bit softer than it did. And then I'm going to set my under eye with my favorite powder, and that's this Charlotte Tilbury, this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm going to take that with my damp sponge. I can really see in this mirror. It's very scary a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of tap that around under the nose and kind of bring it out everywhere that I added that concealer, even though I feel like it's pretty good because it does have powders on top of it, but we just want to be safe. I have been loving this Ciate London translucent setting powder also, and so I'm not going to put that on my under eye, but I am going to put it on my jawline to kind of chisel out a little bit. And so I just kind of smear like a very light amount of product. It's just kind of like under where my bronzer ends, and then like basically my jawline. So you can see I didn't like leave it on there. I just kind of smoothed it out. There's still like a fine layer, but I'm just going to leave that for now. So we're going to start on the eyes, and I just primed them with this P. Louise base, and I just use my fingers. It's really easy when you don't have fake nails on to just kind of smear it around. My favorite palettes like probably of this whole year is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I know it's really expensive, but it's such like a good gift too, even if you want to just get a gift to yourself that's nice. It's $65 I think, but I think Sephora is actually doing another sale. I don't know if it's before or after Christmas, but I saw it on Trend Mood's page. So yeah, I just love it because I love cool tones and I love like the bronzy look. And we are gonna use, I cannot even see, the shade Blend right here. Another thing I want to talk about too while we're like filming and talking about like social media and all that is like the fear of people making fun of you for doing YouTube and or blogging or just Instagram, whatever you want to do. Let me just tell you, I used to be so scared of every single thing that people thought of me, and I still kind of, every time I post, I like put my phone away because I get scared, you know, that people are like judging me or whatever. And you know, at the end of the day, I saw this quote and it has stuck with me. I just saw this like a couple weeks ago, but I'm even filming a video of 24 things I learned by 24, and this is going to be one of them. Is you will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. They are too focused on their dreams and know how hard the journey is. You will only be criticized by someone who isn't achieving their goals and is taking it out on you. And then it says read that twice. And y'all, that is literally the truest thing ever. Because you gotta think, like, I used to be kind of petty and I would get jealous of other girls that were doing these great and amazing things. And then I was like, Claire, they've literally done absolutely nothing to you. I think I tapped into the wrong shade. I'm just gonna blend that out a little heavier. And guys, like, we can all admit, like, as girls especially, we've all judged people, you know, no one is perfect. But over the past like couple years, I have learned how unimportant it is to judge other people for doing something that they want to do. And so I will literally never do that. So if you want to start a YouTube channel or a blog and you just want somebody to hype you up or whatever, let me know, because I would love to be that person to help talk you into it. Because you cannot care about what other people think about you, especially when you get older. You realize this more, that again, like, if somebody else is worrying about their self and their dreams, their self I said that wrong, themselves, and thinking about like their dreams and their goals, they're not going to worry about you. And if they are worried about you, then that says more about them and that they're just upset with their own self. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I should have like zoomed y'all in a while ago, but you can see I kind of applied this pretty heavy. I accidentally tapped into the wrong shade, so I try to make that even on both sides, but you can see it's like pretty heavy right now. So I'm going to take that same brush that we used earlier to do the bronzer, and I'm just going to kind of blend that out at the top, and I'm just going to kind of keep sweeping to make it more airbrush in a way, if that makes sense. Just super blended. I'm just going to take a flat brush and I'm going to spritz it so it's wet, so it'll pick up more product since we are using a shimmery shade. And again, I want this to be gold, and I want to go into this bottom shade right here. It's just like a true gold, and it's really, really pretty. Any gold will do, you know. Just gonna pack that on the lid, and I'm not done with like the outer corner. and stuff, but this is going to be our main lid shade. So pretty. I feel like anybody can pull off gold. Y'all know gold is like literally my favorite color. I love all kinds of gold. I like bright yellow gold. I like dim, you know, soft golds. I love all the golds. Okay, so the gold is like heavy packed on, and I'm just going to take that other brush again and blend that at the top because I don't want the harsh line. Then we're going to take this middle shade right here, lash line, and I'm just going to kind of put that on our lash line and kind of smoke it out as like a wing shade. Switch brushes into more of this little actual lash line brush because it's a little bit denser and easier to kind of be precise. Y'all, I went to like touch up the bottom of my lash line, like kind of dust it off with this sponge, and accidentally got some powder, and it's like clinging to my face and it will not come off. We're not done with the eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and line them. We're gonna line the waterline, and you're gonna be surprised, but these are like my favorite two liners ever. They're from Wet n Wild. One is a breakup proof liquid liner, and that's what we're gonna use for the top. Then we have the breakup proof waterproof retractable liner, and we're gonna line our waterline with this. And like literally I wore these to Disney World and they did not crack. And they're so cheap, which is the best part. And we're gonna do kind of like an outside wing, not so much the whole thing, you know, like not super thick, I don't think, maybe. So that's just like what I wanted, like kind of thick on the outside. And then I'm gonna go do this side. I haven't done my liner like this in so long, but I love it because like the way I did the eyeliner and then also the eyeshadow, it kind of just gives you more of like a cat eye. So we love that. So while I give that like just a second to dry, I'm gonna take that lash line shade and line the bottom lash line, and just to kind of like smoke it out a little bit, and that's what's gonna kind of create like the full cat eye. I got that in my eyeball. And I'm also gonna line my bottom waterline to make it full on smoky. Apply some mascara, and the mascara I'm gonna use is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I love this stuff. Okay, so the lashes are on, and I love how just full it looks, even though these lashes are not thick lashes, but it's the way we did our liner that makes your eyes look bigger and more cat eye and fuller. I still am so mad at myself for having this mark on my face, even though I don't think it's super noticeable from far off, but up close it is like very prominent. Now we're gonna highlight the inner corner, and I love going into the original Jaclyn Hill palette. I almost just used this one today. This is really like not even because I love her, I love this palette. Just because it offers you so many different shades of similar colors too. And we're gonna go in the first shade right here, which is in light, and I used to use these two shades to highlight my whole face until I used literally all of it, and then I bought a new palette, and I haven't done it as much, but it's just super pigmented. And I like the shade in light because it's kind of got like a golden undertone, and that kind of goes with the vibe we get going. Also like highlight around my eye, like the brow bone. But I'm glad we got to talk a lot today about my thoughts on people commenting on social media worlds and stuff. And you know, I get it, like I'm not gonna act like it's hard, and this is not my job. I'm literally just defending other people, but it takes hours and hours, like to do one YouTube video, like the prep work and the editing time and all that stuff takes at least 2 to 2.5 hours. Actually probably more like 4. So like a makeup video would probably take me 4 hours, because I've been sitting here filming for 1.5 hours now, just because like it takes longer to talk about what you're doing, and to like, because you keep having to like get up to fix your setup or whatever, and maybe it doesn't take everyone that long. Like vlogs and stuff take a whole day to film, or like current favorites videos take hours. It's really just like you gotta be mindful, and I doubt any trolls are watching this video, but you gotta like think about, like, I don't know, would you want the stuff said to you? It just really bothers me for some people, because I see how hard people work, and it makes me sad that people are mean to them. I'm also going to go back in that unlight shade, and I think we are going to use that to highlight today, because I used to use this all the time, and then I just kind of forgot about it. But it really is like such a great highlight. Like you can see it's very, very beaming. Y'all, for the lipstick today, I have like a new obsession with this lipstick. So this is Kylie Cosmetics. I've always loved her liquid lipsticks, but even though they are very drying, I just love the colors. But this one, it is Flirtini. It's a matte, but it's like, you know, a lipstick, and it's like this color, is like one of my favorite colors to wear. So I'm gonna line my lips with this matte lip liner in Can from NYX, just because it's like the closest I have to it. My dog's like sitting beside me begging me to pet her. Okay, so I line my lips. It's a little bit more peachy than I thought. Okay, hang on. It's just such a pretty color. It's just so pretty. I love this for anybody. I've always worn bright pink lipstick though, but this is like such a pretty color. I literally used to wear bright pink lipstick to class, like freshman year of college and stuff. Even in high school, I've always just loved bright pink lipstick, and I feel like gold too. I feel like this reminds me of like how I did my makeup for cheerleading in high school. Also, this lip gloss from Maybelline in Moon. It is one of their lifter glosses. It's so pretty, and it's so shimmery, and it makes your lips feel like plumpy. And this is a good shade to wear over many different colors. If you guys like this video, I hope you enjoyed just our talking about just stuff and showing you guys like my favorite makeup products at the moment, and really like almost all of 2020. I have loved all of these products. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know if you liked it. And guys, I am gonna do a giveaway in this video. I hope you really did watch this video. That would mean a lot to me, because I feel like sometimes when people know there's a giveaway, they just go straight to the end to find out what the giveaway prize is. But I wanted this to be something that I love. It's not makeup related, but I've talked about doing this before and people said they'd be interested. So I'm going to do a book giveaway, and I'm just gonna give you guys 3 of my favorite books that I've read this year. One of them is It Ends With Us. It's like so good. Another one, this is probably my favorite, is Beach Read. It's so good. And then I'm also gonna give you guys If I Never Met You. It's so good. So I'm probably gonna do some more book giveaways just because I have so many books. I didn't want to include too many because that would be a lot. Yeah, if you want to enter, make sure to go down into the description box below. It'll explain everything. But yeah, that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.